Across his career, Cristiano Ronaldo has scored 62 hat-tricks, the second most in football history behind only Pelé. But of his extensive list of hat-tricks, which is actually the best? Welcome back to Ice Pack Sports, the internet's coldest football show. I'm your host Ian, and we're back again ranking some hat-tricks. After doing this with Messi, the only logical next step was to do it with Ronaldo. To level the playing field, I'm not going to be looking for things like significance or strength of opposition. I just want to see some nice goals. And if he scored more than 3 goals in a game, I'm just going to take the best 3. So let's jump right in. 62 Shakhtar. It's no surprise how many pens Ronaldo gets, considering how quickly he burns through them. But it's understandable. How else is he going to autograph all the self-portraits for his house? 61 Deportivo. After this match, Ronaldo said that he was feeling sad in Madrid, which is fitting because watching these goals made me sad too. But looking back on his time in Madrid, I have a hunch that he found a way to enjoy it. 60 Real Zaragoza. Everything was going wrong for Zaragoza this season, both on the pitch and even at the bank. Their fans couldn't even cheat properly, with their lasers being put to shame by the mystical light show from Senegal at AFCON. 59 Racing Santander. As the first poker of his career, you'd hope there would be some memorable goals, but nope. Santander fans and myself alike were racing away from this performance as fast as possible. 58 Athletic Bilbao. With this hat-trick, Ronaldo tied Di Stefano for the most hat-tricks in Real Madrid history. And this third goal shows that he's so good, he doesn't even need to know what's going on to score goals. 57 Atletico Madrid. A traditional perfect hat-trick is left foot, right foot, header. But this is probably as close as it comes to a perfect Ronaldo hat-trick. Deflection, penalty, tap-in. 56 Rayo Vallecano. Real kicked off the 2012 season with Mourinho poking Tito Villanova in the eye. And that's not something I ever thought I'd be jealous of, but watching these hat-tricks has me wishing for fingers in my eyes too. 55 Lithuania. Lithuania is one of the very few European nations that don't care all that much for football, and with goalkeeping talent like this, I can see why. If only they could tap into some of their basketball talent, then it might be a different story. 54 Sevilla. This was Ronaldo's 4th hat-trick against Sevilla between 2011 and 2013, and in the following 5 years, he only scored 1. I think it's pretty clear to see when they started playing the Europa League anthem before their matches. 53 Luxembourg. Like Luxembourg at a Dutch flag convention, this hat-trick is trying its best to fit in, but we all know that it does not belong with this list. 52 Damak. If you squint hard enough, you can't even tell that Ronaldo ever left Madrid. I honestly wouldn't even be surprised if they created these kits just to help Ronaldo feel more at home. 51 Real Sociedad. Heating up for their UCL match versus PSG, of course Ronaldo's gonna score a hat-trick. The only being more powerful than UCL knockout Ronaldo is noodle hair Ronaldo. And poor PSG, they had to face both. 50 Celta Vigo. It feels like every game Ronaldo is breaking a host of records, so just take your pick. Longest winning streak in La Liga history, most hat-tricks in La Liga, completed the most suis in a single game. 49 Malaga. Performances like these had me digging in the archives, hoping that Malaga had something going for them other than football. At least they can claim to be the birthplace of Picasso. Ronaldo can't take that away from them, right? 48 Levante. Hat-tricks from both Ronaldo and Benzema put this match to bed rather quickly, but luckily for them, it was only the first leg of a Copa del Rey tie, meaning they had plenty of time for a comeback. 47 Alueda. You may question his choice to go to Saudi Arabia, however you can't question his ability to score hat-tricks and hit suis wherever he goes. He's so good, not even Saudi law can stop him from scoring. 46 Espanyol. Ronaldo got so tired of scoring against clubs and countries that he decided to switch it up and score against a language. 45 Espanyol again. Gotta feel bad for Espanyol, because Ronaldo definitely levels up his game when playing against them, so that he can brag to his grandkids about all the goals he scored away in Barcelona, conveniently leaving out the opponent. 44 Villarreal. They may be known as the Yellow Submarine, but with leaky defending like this, they're looking more like the Yellow Shipwreck. 43, Sevilla. The best thing about this hat trick were those beautiful blacked out dragon jerseys. Madrid went as far as putting a dragon on their kits for Bale, and he still chose golf over them. 42, Getafe. Scoring 3 goals in just 10 minutes, Ronaldo scored this hat trick at the speed of a freshly lubed up Adama Traore on a slip and slide. 41, Bayern. Yes, it's Bayern, and yes, Ronaldo gave Neuer as many problems as a black diamond in the Alps, but that doesn't change the fact that these goals were nothing special. 40, Kashima Antlers. Japanese deer are known to bow in exchange for food, and the antlers stuck right to tradition, bowing down as Ronaldo fed them these 3 goals. 39, Osasuna. The only man with a head more dangerous than Ronaldo was Zidane, and after a few years learning under him, I think we legally have to classify Ronaldo's head as a weapon of mass destruction. 38, Getafe. An outside the foot Mesut Ozil pass to a hang time Ronaldo header must be one of the most satisfying goals in football. It'd be the football equivalent of the LeBron and Wade photo. 37, Northern Ireland. If George Best were still around, I'm not sure what he'd be more disgusted with seeing, this hat trick or Ronaldo's strict lifestyle and diet. 36, Elche. With how many pens he takes, you'd think he'd be good at diving, but I can assure you that is not the case. 35, Cagliari. Ronaldo haters were hoping that the pasta and pizza would tempt Ronaldo into an early fall off, but this hat-trick proved that he was picking up right where he left off. 34, Spain. De Gea is an enigma. Half the time he looks like the best keeper in the world, and the other half's like a Payet or Rob Green. I think we can all agree that the fax machine did Real a favor on that day. 33, Galatasaray. With 2 of the easiest tap-ins imaginable, that 3rd goal is doing the heavy lifting that Turkish fans think they're doing in players' comment sections. 32, Girona. As his final hat trick for Real Madrid, this marked the end of an era that felt far too short for Madrid fans and painfully long for everybody else. 31, Athletic Bilbao. Although the ball was moving, the goalkeeping on that 2nd goal looked less like a professional and more like me swatting at that stupid fly that keeps slamming into my phone at night. 30, Lithuania. Poor Lithuania, who held hat-tricks in back-to-back matches versus Portugal. Even in the twilight of his career, they couldn't stop Ronaldo from scoring. 29, Atletico Madrid. After Ronaldo left for Juve, Atletico thought they were finally free from the torture of this man, only for him to come back for one last dance, unsurprisingly dropping a routine hat-trick. 28, Malmo. Scoring 8 goals in just 74 minutes, this tie was done faster than I could find my way out of an IKEA. Maybe if they spent less time designing furniture stores that double as escape rooms, they'd see more success in the Champions League. 27, Alaves. After this match, Zidane said that if you do not suffer, you cannot win La Liga. I've been suffering for years as a Chelsea fan. Where's my La Liga title? 26, Ajax. Ajax are named after a Greek god who threw himself on his own sword after losing a battle, which makes perfect sense. Who wouldn't try to off themselves after being drawn against Ronaldo in the Champions League? 25, Norwich. How kind of Ronaldo to help Norwich in their biannual goal of being relegated from the Premier League. Truly no one does it like they do. 24, Wolfsburg. After winning the first leg 2-0, Wolfsburg fell off harder than Ronaldo's free kick ability, losing the second leg 3-0 and crashing out of the competition. 23, Cagliari again. Cagliari becoming Ronaldo's new feeding ground was as unexpected as Pep's idol being Julia Roberts. An unexpected surprise, but a welcome one nonetheless. 22, Sevilla. After being whistled by his own fans the previous week in their Clásico loss, Ronaldo proved how insane Madrid fans are by bagging yet another hat trick. God help us all if Real ever face any actual turmoil. 21, Granada. Winning the game 9-1, Ronaldo made like Ash Ketchum and just started collecting them all. From a finesse, volley, long shot, tap-in, and header, He covered pretty much all his bases. He's just missing a pen. 20, Sevilla. After this impressively commanding performance from the Sevilla goalkeeper, he was receiving all kinds of interest from Real. Real Salt Lake, of course. 19, Getafe. Ronaldo makes scoring hat-tricks look like child's play, which actually makes a lot of sense for this match, considering it was 16-year-old Odegaard's debut. Quite literally child's play. 18, Real Sociedad. In this heated battle of the Reals, the defeat means that Real Sociedad can no longer use the Real. They've just got to go by Sociedad. 17, Atletico Madrid. As one of his favorite clubs to play against, you know Ronaldo came for blood. Atletico really should have an alternate badge that they use whenever they come up against Ronaldo. 16, Levante. Floating like a butterfly and stinging like a bee, Ronaldo delivered the finishing blow like a prime... You thought I was going to say Muhammad Ali? Nope, like a prime Roberto Soldado. 15, Faroe Islands. Playing against a country with a higher population of sheep than people, this may be the most accurate playing against farmers has ever been.
Farming? Really? Man of your talents?
14, Espanyol. With another stunning hat trick, the second goal was so good, he had the defenders dancing like Michael Jackson. 13, Deportivo. Scoring one of the best headers I've ever seen, Ronaldo rose up to reach that ball like Ancelotti's eyebrow in literally any context. 12, Newcastle. In his first career hat-trick, Ronaldo opened with a bang. For the final goal, he even had the defender sliding like he took notes from Kevin from Home Alone. 11, Spurs. Apologies to Spurs fans for putting Newcastle so close on the list. I know that's still a sensitive subject. At least they were on the losing side of that one too. 10, Armenia. With a pen and a chip, the third goal is when it gets real. That first touch is as good as a goal in itself, taking the ball right out of the sky, like that crazy neighbor that thinks your drone is government spyware. But the finish that followed is what shot this right into the top 10. 9, Mallorca. Ronaldo compared scoring goals to squeezing ketchup. You squeeze and squeeze, and then it all comes out at once. And if that's the case, this must be some top shelf, high quality ketchup that I definitely cannot afford. 8, Andorra. Respect to Ronaldo for teaching the world about European countries that they've never heard of. From San Marino to Andorra, it seems like a new one's popping up every international break. 7, Sweden. In the best showdown since Ronaldo vs Vegeta, Zlatan and Ronaldo went back and forth with the World Cup on the line. In the end, Ronaldo and Portugal came out on top, but nothing but respect for Zlatan for going toe-to-toe with one of history's best players. 6, Sevilla. After his first 4 hat-tricks against Sevilla, Ronaldo thought he'd challenge himself this time. See if he can score a hat-trick only using his weak foot. Surprise, surprise, he can. Reminder to hit the subscribe button if you're enjoying the content. Each subscriber represents a fan in the IcePack Stadium, and I dream of filling the biggest stadium in the world. But for now we reside in something a little more humble, the Vilhelmsøy Stadium in eastern Iceland. Once we outgrow the capacity, we can move to something a little more exciting, so let's push for that upgrade. 5, Switzerland. As one of the very few things permitted in his strict diet, Ronaldo knows Swiss cheese all too well, and he thought it'd be funny to leave the Swiss net looking like a slice of it. And in 4th, just missing out on the podium, we have Malaga. With a side foot volley, swerving run, and acrobatic backheel, this hat-trick has everything you could want. And in 3rd place for the bronze medal is Celta Vigo. The movement on the first strike had the keeper as confused as Rooney on Twitter in 2011. And with 2 other phenomenal runs and finishes, this match deserves an iconic tweet itself. And in 2nd place for the silver medal, we have none other than Atletico Madrid. Rumor has it that this match prompted Courtois to set his sights on Real Madrid, simply so he never has to play against Ronaldo again. Well, joke's on him, that lanky snake. Ronaldo left the same year that he joined. And for the gold medal, we have the two-time medalists, Celta Vigo. Similar to Atletico, with a cracking long shot and a beautiful free kick. This hat-trick shot right to the top of my list. But when I saw the third goal was a tap-in, it made it a bit trickier. A tap-in or a penalty? And then I realized there was a fourth goal in the same game, a beautiful header, simplifying my choice and solidifying this as the greatest hat-trick in Ronaldo's career. And that wraps up our list. If you haven't already checked it out, I did this whole thing for Messi as well. Let me know what you'd like to see next time, and as always, thanks for watching, and stay icy.